sir, and hello, everyone. Welcome to our Know Your Alumni series. As Pele rightly said, success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love for what you are doing or learning to do. Today, we have among us Mr. Ankur Agrawal, an esteemed alumnus from the class of 2013 of the Xavier Institute of Management, Bhubaneswar. Mr. Agrawal majored in finance and operations with a minor in marketing and has a rich industry experience of more than 8 years. In the past, he has worked as assistant manager marketing in L&T and is currently working with FedEx as the head of global strategic pricing and analysis, COE. He has been with FedEx for more than 6 years now and has an expertise in various domains, including strategy, pricing, analytics, business process transformation, quality, etc. It is an honor to have you among us, sir. Now, moving on to the questions. Sir, firstly, we would love to know about your fondest memories of XIMB.
First of all, thank you, Asmita, for introduction and also inviting me for this opportunity. So thanks for that to you and complete XIMB family. So coming to the question, the fondest memory. So I believe still the rigor of XIMB will be continuing in academic excellence, and we are very renowned for that. So fondest memory is always like multiple assignments, sessions, and then we have late night JLTs previous night. So I had many such mornings. Then after late night JLT, I have a quiz at 7 a.m. and then some assignments, and late evening there will be some industry expert session. So yeah, that's the XIMB life I miss for. And I believe X Cafe is still there, and there we used to be there late evenings. And yeah, I mean, you do not feel like that how time goes by when you are in XIMB. So uh, hardly you get any sleep, so that you can also consider as one of the memory. So yeah, I cherish all those days, and yes, that is my fondest memory.
Thank you so much, sir. We can really relate to all that. So, moving on to the next question. Before MBA, you had worked for more than 5 years as a scientific officer in Bhabha Atomic Research Center. So, what made you choose a career in management post that?
Yes. So that is really a tricky question because I have answered it multiple times in various interviews and while trying to get admission in XIMB also. So yeah, so I was very inclined towards technology after my engineering. I mean, completely techy. So I worked good 6 years in high tech technology with BARC. But as my role was evolving over there, so I was also got exposed to large scale project management, procurement, commercial analysis, and I got interested to explore more the business side of the things, and particularly financial analysis. I mean, my dream job of joining MBA was that I will be maybe financial analyst with some investment bank like Lehman Brothers is not there, but that kind of ambition that JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, or Nomura. So I tried for that a lot during my XIMB tenure also, and I would like to talk about that. That how was the journey? But that was one of the motivation. I got more interested towards the business and particularly finance, financial engineering, quant analyst kind of profiles. That's why I chose to go for MBA.
Okay, sir. So, our next question is kind of relating to that only. Many students are apprehensive about majoring in finance if they are from a non-finance background. So, what suggestions would you like to give such students so that they can prepare themselves better for such roles?
So I would like to say very frankly that journey is going to be difficult for them because I also hire people very regularly. So let's say if you have 5 years of experience in engineering sector and you are interested more into be like finance analyst or pricing analyst or investment banker. So thing is that your experience is not very relevant for the role you are looking for. But whatever kind of industry experience you have, you bring a lot of other competencies. Like for example, excuse me, you can be very good communicator, you can be very good in stakeholder management, or let's say project management, or you can have very good quantitative aptitude or reasoning skills. So that all you bring to the table along with your previous experience. But the problem is that, let's say someone is hiring for financial analyst, and then look at two candidates. One is like very rich experience, 5+ years in engineering sector, and then we have a fresher or someone who has 1 or 2 years of experience. So now the thing is that, let's say we are offering analyst role to someone who has up to 2 years experience or is a fresher. So then it comes the organizational challenge, how we can offer the same role to someone who is coming for 5+ years of experience, and same time there will not be any parity if we offer the same role to both the candidates. But the challenge is, let's say my next role available is senior analyst, but for a senior analyst I'm expecting a lot of subject matter expertise, experience in that particular domain. Let's say investment banking, maybe the senior analyst is who already has experience of multiple merger and acquisitions, right? But you are coming someone from different background, and if we take analyst, then it is not very good organizational fit from parity perspective. But senior analyst, you do not have that kind of skills. So that becomes a challenge. And like if I take my journey, so I got L&T placement from XIMB, and it was more like techno management kind of profile. So I was in business development and marketing, but being L&T, what you are marketing? You are marketing large scale engineering projects or some high technology system. So you will be mostly working with engineers, project managers, and then preparing the proposals, taking it to customer, doing pricing, bill of material and all. So it was not very different than from my BARC role, but rather than research environment, I switched to corporate. That you can say the transition after MBA. But definitely I was not very satisfied from my, my aspiration was going to into core financial analysis or more business side of the things. So I started as analyst in FedEx, and I was lucky to get that role because they were establishing this large center of excellence in India to support their global pricing functions. So I started as analyst, and my peers were having hardly 2-3 years of experience. And while I was having 7 years of experience and still joined as analyst. So that's why I'm saying it's a difficult journey. But the other skills you bring, like for example, every organization gives a lot of weightage to behavioral competencies, so over the time people realize that now you have got the subject matter expertise, but you have very high potential, so you will grow faster. So uh, I believe, yeah, within 5 years of time I moved to managerial role in FedEx, and now leading the complete global strategic pricing function. So my career growth has been fast over there, but I started from the zero, I should say.
That's really amazing to know, sir. So next question would be, so many students are also apprehensive about starting a 2-year MBA program after a longer work ex, including myself. So what suggestions or what do you want to tell them so that they can leave their apprehensions behind for that?
Yeah, definitely. And I will also talk about some of the experience I got by going through various courses with IIMs and ISBs, MDP programs. And I have also interacted with executive MBA people who are like 1-year executive program. I believe it is also about the positioning. If you look at the executive MBA placement of some good institute like IIMs, ISB, or even XLRI, so they go to industry with that kind of packaging, of the profiles of candidates that, hey, we are having average experience, 7 years, and these people were already like managers in their previous role, or what kind of responsibilities they were taking up. And now they have the subject matter expertise in various areas. We have groomed them. So you need to position like that. So what I'm trying to say, if you are doing 2 years, program, and you are going for a placement with some organization, and you do not highlight that value proposition, so it doesn't help the lateral candidates. Because let's say L&T, like how I got, my first placement, there were no differentiation like that, that there will be good number of experienced people. They were offering assistant manager to everyone, but we could have positioned that, hey, can you look for some managers or senior managers, because we have 7 years of background, and maybe you can bring your more senior people for the placements who can assess those kind of competencies and value accordingly. So I believe it is a selling exercise. You need to engage with organizations and position your candidates like that, and you need to maybe have regular interaction. For example, if let's say in a particular batch you have 20-30% people who comes from good IT background, let's say they were senior business analyst over there, or maybe project managers on development side, but now they want to switch to business side after their MBA. So maybe with some good IT companies you will have regular interaction that, hey, we have very seasoned people, and maybe Microsoft is looking for some senior manager, right? And they look for that, hey, this guy is good MBA degree now and have 8 years of product development experience, software engineering experience. So then they will be coming with that mindset, not by mindset that I am going to hire management trainees. So that's how we need to position, what I feel.
That's rightly said, sir. That's very apt. Now, sir, coming to this next question. So you hold multiple certifications in quality, strategic analytics, etc. How important do you think it is to constantly upscale ourselves in today's VUCA world?
Yes. So yes, I had variety of certifications, but same time I would say focus is also important. What you exactly want to do, because some of the certification I did in early days, that time I was not that aware also, but I found the course interesting, so I went for it. But let's say I talk about my role. So strategic pricing. So it cuts across analytics and marketing and finance, all the three functions. You can say like 4 P's. So it comes from marketing, right? Pricing is one of the P. So nowadays, a lot of focus is on data engineering. Okay, because if you want to price a customer better, you need to have historical analysis, you need to do competitor benchmarking, maybe you need to do some predictive algorithms, right? And maybe you need to bring 15-20 variables together in your decision making, right? Like how the macroeconomic scenario is, how supply demand is going on. So you need very sophisticated models for this, right? So nowadays uh, it is in high demand. If you are a business graduate, but same time you have very good understanding of analytics, maybe Python or SAS or SQL or machine learning, advanced analytics. So you cannot be expert over there. So let's contrast over here. There are also people who are specialized with 5 years, 6 years of research, educational background in analytics, like Master of Stats, coming from Indian Statistical Institute, let's say, right? So you are not competing with them. You will still be business analyst, but you can be involved in modeling also as an analyst, not only the commercial side. So let's say if you are a commercial pricing analyst, you need to interact with sales. You should be very good in stakeholder management. But can you work with the data modeler who is designing the model, looking for your inputs? Can you review the code? Can you do the user acceptance testing? Going more in the detail. So that is one package. You are a business person with a lot of analytics. Then another, like, because I have seen that I believe audience are more who are specializing in finance. So definitely there are good number of certifications like CFA, FRM, and I believe more advanced one will also be there. But you need to decide what kind of job profile you are targeting. If you are doing CFA with finance, but you are trying to be a pricing analyst, it is not very much relevant. I would prefer a candidate who has good background of SAS, SQL, and Python package, along with marketing skills or number crunching skills, quantitative aptitude. So you need to have the target profile in your mind. And also, I will encourage, no need to be completely dependent only on placements. Okay, be active on LinkedIn, be active on various job portals. Try to interact with maybe your alumni or do a lot of networking. So what happens, let's say you have those kind of skills and you see that such kind of roles are not going to be very frequently available on campus. Okay, so you explore your market, prepare yourself. The world is now very dynamic. Okay, I mean, I get a lot of messages on LinkedIn, and people share their profile, good write up that I have done this, highlight that. So I will be very excited to speak to them that, okay, let's discuss. This person is really looking with a lot of achievements and skills and all. So be very active and target your profile. And like I said, maybe you have to start from zero because you do not have the relevant experience, but you are in the right sector and you will grow fast over there. That's how you should look for it.
Thank you, sir. That was really helpful for people all over. Sir, now coming to the last question, what message would you like to give the upcoming batches of XIMB so that they can make the best out of these 2 years?
Yes. So, like I was saying, continuing with that, XIMB academic excellence, I believe it is top-notch institute. Okay, and due to pandemic situation now, so now geographical boundaries are also not the limitation. You know, we are connected over Zoom. You can be very well connected with job markets, industry influencers, any type of knowledge online is very vastly available. So do not limit yourself. Come up, you know, like I said, develop your competencies, skills, make yourself more sellable in the market. It's a job market, right? Supply, demand, skills, differentiation, and networking. Make it an active network. I mean, I believe I'm interacting with alum committee people. So what I would say, what you are doing is already great. You know, continue to do that, but try to bring more and more networking for our students. You know, and they should be aware about the market, because what happens, we get exposed to many things after we find our first job, and then it is too late to change the sector or profile, and then keep on saying, hey, I made the bad decision, right? So who is stopping you to be better, to have all the information in front of you before you are making a career choice? And yeah, that's how you should plan, I believe. And also, XIMB is very rigorous in terms of their curriculum. So also have good time. I mean, have JLTs, not only the studies and campus, and also you will miss that time and enjoy that, I would say.
Yes, sir, that we are really looking forward to that. With that, we come to the end of our Know Your Alumni session. Thank you so much, sir, for being part of the series and sharing your insights with us. I'm sure it will be of great help to all of us at XIMB as well as later in our career. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Likewise, Asmita and complete alumni team, as well as all the students. All the best to you from my side, and you all have a good evening.
Good evening, sir. Have a great night.